All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Jazz Mountain here again, coming at you from the Jam Cave studio, and I have a very special guest here tonight. Sitting to my right, Mr. Billy. What's up, dude?
Who's this Billy character? Are you talking about DJ Id?
Oh,
he's here.
Yes.
Billy checked out about 30 minutes ago when he walked in the door.
So now it's the alter ego, or the real ego, actually, which is kind of like an ego id, super ego joke.
Yes, yeah, okay.
But it's the id that's in the house, and it's DJ Id.
Instant gratification. We're bringing it to your ears. You're welcome.
So what's up, man? What should we do tonight? We got the place to ourselves. It's the Jam Cave studio. We're in control. What should we play?
There's a rumor on the streets going around that because Jazz Mountain is just crushing it and you're doing so well there, you're starting a new series called Tasty Jam Sandwich Genre. Did I get that?
What do you mean? This is Tasty Jam Sandwich Jazz Mountain
Jam
special.
Sandwich. Yeah, that's right.
So the story goes is that, Jazz Mountain's kind of a combo, more or less, of jazz music and jam bands, and the kind of fusion, which is kind of a combination of the two. And I was eating a real tasty PB&J sandwich the other day, and then actually one of my friends had this band in high school called Jam Sandwich, and I was like, this is a really freaking good jam sandwich. Maybe I should make a show that's about jam bands and call it Tasty Jam Sandwiches. So that's how it came about.
That's your bread and butter too. So
yeah,
I'm sure you got infinite selections.
For sure, man. And DJ Id is here to help me out with the talking and the walking and
got
the listening.
Got your back, buddy.
He's got my back as always. So I think you probably can guess what my first band that I want to play tonight is. It's not too hard.
Is it Fish?
Yeah, probably my favorite jam band. And this one is amazing because Trey, dude, in this song has pretty much zero solo. There's a little bit at the very end that he kind of noodles on, but it's all Paige and Mike, dude. It's like a really, really tasty jam, really crunchy jam, like crunchy peanut butter. Mm-hmm. That's what I feel like this song is. And it's from 12/29/97, and the song is called Tube.
Let's go.
A stride crashed and nothing burned. It made me wonder, the tiger sleeping lily patches. I got an ache in my left ear. I felt the twinge, but I still could hear. It made me feel like I'd not be burned, but rather give myself to science. I felt that I could help. Science, I felt that I could help. Paranoid, the doctor ran, shouting his graphic translation. Fortnight of war, gang wars and hills with wretches, spewing forth their color. He purposely waited till I was done to knock on the laboratory door, accusing me of ruining the fun. He knocked on it some more. The fun, he knocked on it some more. side, an apple or a grape could put forth the cloud of mercury in front of a by a car on a freeway in Los Angeles once the spraying has been done. It's a sport made from necessity. You're a portrait of your past. There's a mummy in the cabinet. Are there no more arrows left? What's that rubber bottle doing here? How's that napkin for a roof? 10 cents to $1 now for a shelf of pregnant hens. Robert Palmer is applauded again. It's so stupendous living in this tube. It's so stupendous living in this tube. It's so stupendous living in this tube. It's so stupendous living in this tube.
Oh, so good. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, DJ. Man, when Trey was like, beep, beep, that was so good.
For like the 10 seconds.
Man, well, like, what do they have? You know, like, Trey's worth like $80 million. Other musicians who are excellent, like, they have to quit because they can't, you know, make enough money. Like, what do they have, Ben? Like, what's that X factor that...
They have the X factor, the it factor, the mystical factor, but they also were a lucky band in the sense that they were ascending right when the Grateful Dead broke up after Jerry died. So they pretty much took over the jam band scene. They got past the torch.
And they had some luck with right time, right place.
Yeah, for sure. But every jam band's pretty good, you know, especially a lot of the bands we're going to play next. But Fish, for me, just has this extra special kind of magic or something. I don't know how to explain it. You just got to hear it, you know?
Trey's pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, say.
But Trey didn't even play on that one. It was all Page, and it was just so funky because Mike was just slap bassing the whole time, laying down grooves, and, you know, they have the talent across the board.
Did you notice how Trey's guitar tone sounded a lot different than it does now? Like it's transformed since '97, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a reason why people say '97's one of the top Fish years. You know, right. '97, '98 are probably my two favorite years. So it's tops, man. They were just on top of their game and just slaying face.
Indeed. And
now we got another jam band from the same era, pretty much, and they're about the same age as Fish. They started, I believe, I can't remember exactly when Widespread Panic started, but I think it was the late 80s. Anyway, this one's called Greta from June 7th, 2019, and this one is a 13-minute rager, and I listened to probably 25 Gretas to try to find the best one. This was my favorite.
Nice. It's dedication. So one quick note. This show was such an amazing experience. And if you're ever on the fence whether to do something or not, it's always better to say yes to the universe than no.
Yeah. When you have time to go see an epic band or go to sleep, you'll sleep when you're dead, right? You only live once as far as I'm concerned. So you might as well just, buck up and go.
A long, long time to be gone, a short time to be here.
Wise words by the main man, Phil Lesh. And this is Widespread Panic, guys. Let's rock. So David Schools on the bass guitar right there, leading that jam at the end, along with Jimmy Herring, who's insane.
Oh, that was awesome. Ben and I are eating some ice cream, and after that song, like, our id is satisfied, you know, like, short from having sex with somebody.
We're trying to pleasure your id tonight. That's our goal on Jazz Mountain.
It's a major focus of this show.
And Widespread Panic rules. We saw them in that one time, and it was amazing. And then we've seen this band more than Widespread Panic. This next band is the new hot thing in the jam band scene. They are called Goose.
And we saw them before they were cool, man.
Yeah, man. Like, Billy and I have been watching and listening to this band, like, right when they got popular in, like, 2019. So,
I was
like,
the 24th person to buy a Goose shirt.
I mean, like, and it's kind of funny to watch how long it took everyone else to like them. We liked them a long time ago, you know? Mm-hmm. And, like, all of a sudden, like, they're just, like, selling more tickets than Humphreys and Moe and even, like, String Cheese. I'm pretty sure, like, other than Fish, Goose is, like, the biggest band.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
And this next song is called Arcadia. You know this one,
yeah,
right?
That's a good one.
Yeah,
it's a big one for By Goose.
Yeah, it's like one of their more popular good songs. And this one closes the first set, the first time they ever headlined the Red Rocks. It's a shorty but a goodie, and this is Jazz Mountain.
Very cool.
Let's rock and roll, baby.
Stumble every time you do it. Ain't never gonna get
to it. Hanging on the garden road, it's untamed the way that my love goes. Oh Lord, I didn't see it coming. Arcadia's got me running, just trying not to lose my breath. Yes, hell, I'm gonna take that step. And though my pride is going way down the line, I'm just fine. If my luck is all that I have today, it's no wonder that you found me, waiting just to know it. Well, cold rooms and bathrooms and let me just a little bit less than I am. Going to be. Oh, I stumble every time I do it. I ain't never gonna get used to it. Hanging on a garden road, sun's taking the way that my love grows. Oh Lord, I didn't see it coming. Arcadia's got me running, just trying not to lose my bet. Cause hell, I'm gonna take that step. See all around, from the bottom of the spine. Don't fret, don't hang your head, 'cause I'm just fine. One day, all that I have to give will be sitting by your doorstep, waiting just to come on in. Oh, 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 oh.
Goose.
So good.
Yeah. Rick rips it. The whole band's grooving. Great version.
Song made me happy.
Yeah. So, like, what should we play? I can't
Ooh, I
decide.
got one. I got a good one. I got a really
DJ
good one.
Id's got one.
I got a good one. This will be good for your alls. Clearing My Mind by Chalk Dinosaur.
Ooh, Chalk Dinosaur. I love Chalk Dinosaur.
You might not have heard of them. I don't think a lot of people have, but they're just exceptional. They're fabulous band. Two-piece.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a guy who plays guitar and synth and stuff.
Pittsburgh, I believe.
Yeah, from Pittsburgh, and a guy playing the drums. And, like, I don't even know them enough to know their names. I forgot. Like, they're such an unknown band, and they don't ever tour, really, right?
They have a handful of shows a year, like, I don't know, like 4 or 5,
Yeah.
maybe.
We saw them at summer camp twice, actually. They had 2 sets, and
Correct.
it blew our minds. And I wanted to get to know about them, so I went on their website. There's no information about them at all. Like,
Yeah, we don't know what they do. Like,
Nothing.
it seems to be like music seems to be a hobby for them, possibly, and they crush it. But
Yeah, it's kind of funny because music is a hobby for them. It should be like they're rich as hell and amazing because they're that good, but that's the way it is in music these days.
that's the way it goes.
And that's why on Jazz Mountain, we're bringing you the real good shit, you know?
The deeper tracks, deeper cuts.
All right, so let's go prehistoric here and rock some Chalk Dinosaur. How's it sound?
It sounds fabulous. You guys are gonna love this one.
I know you want it, I want it too. I'm looking for it, a place that looks good to my eyes. If you feel it, I feel it's true.
right, so that was Chalk Dinosaur with Clear in My Mind. Great tune. And they have a couple guests on that one, including Catriella on the flute and the keyboards. And during the song, we tried to look the person up, and we could find absolutely nothing.
She has no she's even more of an enigma than Chalk Dinosaur. She has zero digital footprint. There's nothing. There's just nothing.
Yeah, no Instagram, no Facebook, no website, nothing.
I don't think she's real.
And then there's also a singer named Nikki Howard, and they're pretty unknown too. So these people must be just his friends from Pittsburgh or something. I don't know.
Well, you can tell he's classically trained, so it's probably just maybe friends that he went to college with or something like that. But
yeah.
that is complete speculation.
Yeah, we do know that they rule, though. He is really good at guitar. We were saying during the song when we were talking that, we think he's probably, an actual musician who went to college because he's so, crisp and precise and plays so many interesting parts, and blends a lot of genres and styles together.
Indeed.
Yeah. So let's switch gears here on Jazz Mountain and go with one of our mutual favorite bands, and it's the band called Mo.
Classic. They're the classic jam band.
One of the oldest, most famous jam bands. They've been around since 1990 and been ruling ever since. And this one is one of DJ Id's favorite songs. It's called Mexico.
Mexico. What's that song about?
So actually, the lead vocalist on this song and their second guitar player, or one of their two guitar players, is named Al Schneer. And this song is about when him and his cousin Dave went to Tijuana for his 21st birthday. He said he changed one or two things just to make the lyrics rhyme or flow better. But this guy goes to Mexico, gets way too hammered, gets thrown in jail basically. It's a great tune.
Rock and roll.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it. That's their fighting. The appetite may sicken and so die.
Well, I'm still in the wagon and sitting here. I don't
Cousin Dave drove his truck home from the border, California, home from Mexico.
Well, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for tuning in. Ben, thank you for having me. It is always a lot of fun here. We have an encore left. What's going to happen, DJ?
All right. So
Save our lives.
Okay, so I'm going to save your life with one of my favorite songs by one of my favorite bands named Humphreys McGee. This song is so beautiful and just awesome. And then the middle section jam is like super heavy and trippy. And I also listened to like 15 versions of this song to find the best one. And this was my favorite. It's fucking great. It's Humphreys McGee. The song is called 1348. Thanks so much for listening, guys. It's been a good time with this new Tasty Jam Band special.
Tasty Jam Band Sandwich special.
That's right. Yes.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
All right, guys. Let's rage one more. We'll see you next time on Jazz Mountain.
Let's roll.
Thank you all very much. We are Joel Cummins and the Twitter Junkies. We're taking a very short break. We'll see you in a few minutes for another set.